Right, look my dear students, this is sixth video, last video of carbon and petroleum chapter. Here we will look what is the clarity for us. Look there. Some natural resources are limited. Natural you are telling and limited you are telling them. Natural resources are there and they are limited. How? And what are the natural resources? Look here. Some natural resources are limited. Some natural resources are exhaustible. Some natural resources are exhaustible, like fossil fuels, 1, forests, 2, minerals, 3. Fossil fuels, forests and minerals, or natural resources and they are limited. Why? Look there. Coal and petroleum requires millions of years, not only 1-2 years, millions of years producing of coal and petrol purpose we requires to get again. Now we are using coal and petroleum. If complete this petroleum and coal, you will not get easily. Again, it need to get millions of years. What is the process? We can see downside question. Okay, whatever. Like next, we can use these only few hundred years. Already we know petrol is completed. Comes to complete. Few hundred years you can use the petrol. Few hundred years, less years you can use the petrol and coal also. Burning of these fuels can give major air pollution. Can give major air pollution. Look here. You are using fuels, okay, air pollution also be there. Major air pollution. CO2 gas of these fuels can give risk of global warming. Air pollution, global warming, and another point you should remember, petrol and coal comes few hundred years. So after complete, we not having them. Next, what is there? Some tips we need, because that fossil fuels are limited. So we should follow some tips to use them more years. And simple to tell, stops the wasting of fossil fuels. Look there how. Some tips. What is that? Drive at a constant speed, moderate speed as far as possible. Speed should be constant and moderate. Then fossil fuel will comes more years. If you use 1 liter petrol for 10 kilometers, then if you use moderate and constant speed, that 10 kilometers comes 12 kilometers. 1 liter petrol comes to 12 kilometers when you will use constant and moderate speed. Second point, what is that? Switch off the engine at traffic lights. Engine is in on only when traffic light there. A traffic light be compulsory should stop, but engine is in on. Why engine is in on? Petrol will waste. So we should not keep engine on. Off it. Next, where you have to wait. We will wait 15 minutes, 10 minutes, but engine is in on. It is not good. Petrol and any fossil fuels are limited. That's why don't waste them. Engine keep off when you are waiting. Next, third point. Ensure correct tire pressure. Tire pressure, it is important point. Correct tire pressure, ensure correct tire pressure and regular maintenance of the vehicle. Don't use after 3 months, after 5 months. Regularly you supposed to use the vehicle. Next, write characteristics. One question given for us. Write characteristics. Write characteristics and uses of coke. Coke, it is one fossil fuel, I mean petroleum component. What is the use and what is the character of coke? Look there. It is tough, first point. It is tough, solid, like. And porous, it is tough. Coke is tough and porous and black in color. Three characters I told. Coke is tough, porous and black in color. Next point, what is there? It is pure form of carbon. Coke is pure form of carbon. With carbon, coke is made. Coke is made above with carbon. Above carbon, pure carbon. Second, used in manufacturing. Coke used in manufacturing of steel and also in extraction of many metals. Metals extraction process purpose, metals separating process purpose, metals separating from their ores purpose, we will use coke. Next, explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural fossil fuels resources. Look here. Explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Fossil fuels are natural, we told, but why? I mean, they are exhaustible. Why? Look here. These fuels are present in limited quantities. First point. Fossil fuels are present in limited quantity in the nature. They can be exhausted. These fossil fuels, I mean natural resources, can be exhausted because they are limited by human activities. Our activities are humans. Nowadays, anybody will call at least 100-meter distance also be by vehicles only we are going. Again, you just assume yourself. I am not telling, but you just assume. Pass purpose, latrine purpose, any work purpose, bike we are using. Then how we will get again back? No more. Next. So these fossil fuels are called exhaustible natural resources. They are natural resources, but they are limited. That's why we are calling exhaustible. Next, describe how coal is formed from dead vegetation. What is this process called? Coal formed from dead vegetation, dead plants, dead bodies, whatever may. But what is the process forming of coal? Process name. Look here. About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forests in low-lying wetland areas due to various natural processes like floods and earthquakes. That is important. Like floods and earthquakes, These forests got buried. These forests, which forests are there now? That forests are buried, I mean gone under the earth, under the soil. They converted into, I mean these dead plants are converted into coal, and that process is called carbonization process. Carbonization process. Thank you.